Wow, what an interesting episode for WandaVision this week. Let's talk about it. How's everybody? So as I just said, we're now on to WandaVision episode 3 on Disney+. I know we had 2 episodes last week, but now we're back to 1 episode per week format, which personally I'm kind of okay with a series like this because I love having that weekly discussion and talking about our theories of what's to come next and all that jazz. If you enjoy that as well, and make sure you join the discussion, leave a like, and also subscribe to the channel because I really do appreciate all those things. And also you can catch up on my other movie reviews and trailer reactions on the channel as well. The mystery elements really do seem to be ramping up each episode. We saw many clues of what we think is kind of going on the radio. We hear many a times people saying, Wanda, who's doing this to you? And then also the illusions of Sword many different times throughout those first 2 episodes. And then the beekeeper with the Sword logo on it comes out from up on the manhole, and Wanda just says no and just resets everything, mysteriously causing her to now have a baby bump, and also everything is going into color, and that's where we leave off into episode 3. One of the things I really do love is how they capture a different sitcom feel in each episode. We had the Dick Van Dyke Show, Bewitched, and now we're getting the Brady Bunch vibes of this one. Vibrant colors, 70s style. It's really fun. I think that's one of the more strong-suited things of this series is how well they capture the era that these episodes are going to be set in. Now, the sitcom stuff does rub some people the wrong way, but personally, I'm actually a big fan of it so far. I think the sitcom cheesiness does fit effectively with these characters and the kind of zany, out-there stuff we're getting from this series. I think they play well into it. Wanda and Vision both have some fun, zany, hilarious, cheesy moments that would come right out of a sitcom, but we are playing more into the mystery elements. We're getting more serious. Each episode, Vision gets more and more suspicious of what's the truth behind this little town and what's really going on. We saw hints of it in the first 2 episodes, and this one he's really trying to get down to the nitty-gritty and also talking to Wanda, trying to figure out what's going on. And the whole scene resets. I thought maybe I'd accidentally hit rewind on my remote, but then I watched it again. I realized that's actually the way that it's cut. Wanda just completely just negates the conversation and goes right back to the rewind button. And then later on in the episode, he's trying to figure out other stuff as he talks to the doctor, and it alludes to some stuff, how it's a very small town, you can't really escape. And then he talks to Agnes and her husband, and I mean, they obviously know what's going on in this town, but they don't want to reveal it to Vision, and I think that's going to be something that's obviously going to play out in later episodes, but very intriguing little layer put in there. One of the big things in this episode is the actual kids, because they grow quite fast in this little world they have. I mean, she went from having no belly to pregnant, and now she's 6 months pregnant, her water breaks. There was a really fun gag. I have to admit, one of the funniest gags, the sitcom kind of things, is when Wanda's water actually breaks and it starts raining inside of the house. I thought that was really funny, it actually did make me laugh genuinely. But then she actually gives birth to these twins with the help of Monica Rambeau, going by the name Geraldine, but I'm going to call her Monica Rambeau. But yeah, I mean, then they also toy with the names, of course. They go by Billy and Tommy, but if you're a fan of the comics, you know that their kids in the actual comics are named Wiccan and Speed. So that's going to be really cool to actually see them more go on in the future. I don't know if we'll see them survive outside of this little bubble that we're in, but I think it's really cool that we at least got a hint of Wiccan and Speed. These episodes really know how to get you hooked and want to watch the next episode right away, but you know you can't because it's a week-by-week kind of format. Because this episode, of course, ends with them talking over the kids in the crib. Monica and Wanda are talking, and she brings up the fact that she had a brother once named Pietro, and Monica Rambeau actually says, oh yeah, he got killed by Ultron, and that really seemed to trigger her and her little world, and she gets really suspicious about Monica Rambeau, to the point where she actually ejects her from her world, and we see Monica Rambeau actually fly out of this little bubble town that they're in, and she's, of course, being helped out by Sword, because she has the Sword logo. Obviously, she's working with Sword, and we've already seen the illusion of Sword in previous episodes, so looks like Sword's trying to get Wanda out of there, and Wanda and Vision and all that stuff, so it looks like it's going to be a really interesting rest of the season. I mean, who really knows? I really am not sure yet where the rest of the season is going, and I kind of like that mystery element about this show, because it's so weird, zany, out there, that it's going to keep me guessing, because there's so many different theories. Like, has Wanda become a villain? Are they trying to stop her from doing something, or is she being contained in this little world? But who knows? There's so many different theories, and I'm already excited for episode 4 next week. Also, another side note, I didn't know where to put this in, but I do love the commercials in the show as well. I think that the one was interesting in this one with the Hydra soap. I hope that they actually make some of these products, because they do look like they could be fun little novelty items, because there are a lot of Easter eggs in the show, and that's, just a fun little tidbit. But those have just been my thoughts on this 3rd episode of WandaVision. As I said previously, I'd love to know all your thoughts about the episode, what you like, what you dislike, and I'd also just love to hear your theories about what you think is going on, what you think is going to happen next, because I think that's one of the more fun elements to talking about these shows in a weekly weekly format, because we really don't know. We have ideas, but I think that speculation is what makes a lot of this fun. So make sure you talk about it in the comment section down below. I love talking about all things movies and TV on the channel. Thank you as always for checking my videos. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like it, that subscribe button, and we'll keep movie reactions, unboxings, and more. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.